A lot of time, day to day, we don't really pay attention to what our job involves. We just go through the motions almost like a robot. I find it helpful to stop and take a minute to ask, what am I actually doing here? This is where SWOT comes in. SWOT analysis is a useful tool to figure out what our skills are and what we are actually doing. It is a powerful technique for understanding your strengths and weaknesses and for looking at the opportunities and threats you face. Jenny Peng has spent a long time in the human resource field. She thinks that SWOT analysis can help people get a better career.
SWOT analysis is a tool to help yourself to know yourself better. So in line with the career interest, you can know yourself, which is your strengths and your weakness in terms of your gap between your interest and your current job situation. So you will find out what you can do in your current job, even without change your position and your job nature.
In order to figure out what you are interested in, first, know thyself. According to your interest and ability, you can then choose something you are good at. This ensures that you will have the motivation usually needed to do a job well. After all, one of your greatest strengths can be loving the work you do. Learning to follow your bliss should be a critical component of managing your career. Brendan Kuno works as a teacher in Guangzhou. He thinks that SWOT analysis has been helpful in helping him decide his career path.
The strengths would be the things that I'm good at in the class. However, we can't always rely on things that we're good at. So we have to look at our weaknesses. I look around the class, I talk to the students. What was good? How could I improve it? These could be my weaknesses, and I talk with the other teachers. I find out how we can compete against each other, have this good feeling of competition. Because competition, it's not always a threat. Sometimes this can be an opportunity as well. So SWOT analysis is useful for analysing these things, but it's good to turn the weaknesses into strengths and the threats into opportunities.
However, not many Chinese have heard of SWOT analysis. Ms. Qing is one of them.
Before I come to this lesson, I didn't know what it meant, but after I came to this lesson, I think it's analyzed about the personality, so you can know if your current job if it match yourself or not. I am a manager in a company, so after the analysis, I know I really like manage people, and I don't like a creative or something. So my weakness is just avoid it. Now I don't use it in my work right now.
Knowing about SWOT analysis is not enough. You should also know how to utilize it.
For example, in America, they use SWOT analysis for a purpose, and that purpose is that you can be your best, that you can go on to be your better self. In China, I think it's just got bogged down on the first stage of it, because Chinese people love to analyze things. They love to say, this is good, this is bad. So when they look at SWOT analysis, they don't think, this is how I can improve. It's saying, you're good at this, you're bad at this, and they forget everything else. So it's important not just to say, this is good, this is bad, but how can I use that? How can I use that information and not just forget about it?
Brendan has used SWOT analysis for a long time, and he has some advice to share.
My advice is not to concentrate on the negative things. For example, a lot of the students here come to me on a regular basis and say, Brendan, my English is so poor. This is a terrible attitude. My attitude is to take that SWOT analysis or anything positive in your life, and with each step say, I'm getting better and better.
So take a minute to consider, what are your strengths? What could you improve? What opportunities are open to you? And what obstacles do you face? Considering that most of us identify strongly with the work we choose, it's a worthwhile minute.